one of the things that I find myself doing is that when you're on a path and you've read Vedanta and you've read say the Upanishads or the Bhagavad Gita, or you've listened to Swamiji's lectures, and you're like, oh, this makes sense. This totally makes sense. I'm on the path. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do my service. I'm going to do it. I'm going to worship my God. I'm going to meditate. Obviously, this is all real. And then what happens is life hits you. That sadhana can happen, but when life hits you, doubt and the idea of, is this even real, pops in. What is the practice or the way to overcome that?
Yeah. That's when sadhana becomes real. It's not yet real when things are smooth sailing. It's when life hits you. And after that, whether it is doubt or physical illness or a bad relationship, whatever it is, or a struggle in the world with. So after that, if you still go back to your meditation mat in the morning and the evening and meditate in spite of that, after that, if you pray to God and you pray for the welfare of those who are suffering, after that, if you keep serving, after that, if you keep your Vedantic inquiry going, then that sadhana is real. It has found traction in the world. It becomes real. If I give it up at that point, then nothing has been accomplished. Yeah. Smooth sailing, no problem. When the life hits you, then you are really making progress. One key practice I'll mention here, utterly unpopular because it's Manhattan. It's exactly the opposite of what this place is about. But without it, no true spirituality ever was possible, will ever be possible. It's an unpopular word. It's called renunciation. Yeah. Not becoming a monk. Even more serious than becoming a monk. It's that inner renunciation. Whether you wear a weird dress or not. I remember once I was driving along with a monk in another city, and on the pavement, this person was going along dressed in this very weird color combination. And one of the monks said, "Look at that guy with the way he's dressed." And another one said, "So says the one who's wearing an orange bedsheet." Yeah, you don't have to actually formally become a monk, but the idea, this central idea, is renunciation. So Vivekananda says renunciation is the turning point in spiritual life, when spiritual life becomes real. What renunciation? What does it actually mean? In Karma Yoga, the renunciation of selfishness. So it's an entirely inner shift. It's not a declared thing that from now on I'm going to be selfless. Facebook status has been changed. None of that. But earlier, my whole goal was for I, me, myself, at most, maybe my family. But now my goal is not for me. I'm fine with whatever I get. I am here to be of help. Yeah. And that could be also within common sense and reason. It could be within the family, it could be within the community, it could be within the organization which you're doing, or it could be something you take up an initiative yourself. But that shift from selfishness to selflessness, to the extent that we can, even a little bit, is very powerful. It's very powerful. Notice almost every one of our problems, whatever you bring up, relationship problem, monetary problems, health problems, problems in society and community around us, almost all of them will go or be seen in a new light when you say, not I, me, myself, for others. What can I do? Then it's no longer a problem. It might be an opportunity to help. If you can't do anything, pray for their welfare. Then the second renunciation, the renunciation of the bhakta, the devotee, the lover of God, where you renounce 100, 1,000 different desires in the world. My life is crowded with these desires. You can see it in my Amazon shopping cart. Yeah. When I empty that into one almighty love of God, I'm quoting Vivekananda here. Instead of 100 desires flowing out into the world, I take all of that. It's the same power. It's the same power. I can't crowd my life with 100 desires, material desires, desires for sensual pleasure, desires for entertainment. My life is crowded with that. And I say, I have endless love for God. You don't. It's the same desire, the same power, psychic power. That has to be pulled back and then into one almighty love of God, becomes one love. Many desires becomes one love,
Mm.
collected. It's a very powerful love. Then third, meditation. The renunciation of a meditator. Why meditation is difficult? It's because of lack of renunciation. People never say that. But Krishna was asked by Arjuna, why is meditation so? It's difficult. You're teaching me meditation. 6th chapter of the Gita. Krishna said, it's no doubt meditation is difficult. The mind is difficult to control. It's possible. By what? 2 things he said. Abhyasa, Vairagya. Systematic practice. Okay, we know that. And Vairagya, dispassion, renunciation. So look at the renunciation of the meditator. The eyes want to see. In meditation, I say that I don't want to see. Ears want to hear. I don't want to hear. The skin wants to touch. I don't want to touch anything. Taste. I don't want to taste. I smell. I don't want to smell. The tongue wants to speak. I will not speak. I will. And the mind wants to think. I will not think except the thought which is for meditation. Maybe watching the breath or repeating a mantra. That's it. So it's a tremendous renunciation which is demanded of at least during the time of meditation. Without that, no meditation is possible. You must say no to everything in the universe except that one object of meditation.
Mm.
Then meditation becomes. See how powerful it will become. And the way of knowledge, the whole of the universe is dismissed as an appearance. The renunciation in the path of Advaita is the strongest. So this is one key word which will boost, energize, empower our spiritual practices. Sri Ramakrishna says the difference between this, between real practice and just drifting along is, he says, the 3 drunkards, story of the 3 drunkards, who after a night of revelry, they wanted to go home. They had to cross the river. And they go through the boat and they start rowing and rowing and rowing. When sun rises, they're still in the same place. They forgot to untie the boat. So they have to untie the boat. Now, untying the boat is renunciation.